Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we are discussing the ongoing conflict involving the United States in the Middle East. The situation has escalated to levels not seen in recent years, with tensions rising between the US, Israel, and Iran. This could potentially have global consequences. In late February 2026, a series of events triggered a major escalation. According to multiple reports, US forces, in coordination with Israel, carried out targeted airstrikes on several strategic locations in Iran. These strikes were aimed at nuclear and military infrastructure, as well as high-ranking officials. The attacks sparked immediate retaliation from Iran, which launched missiles and drones targeting US bases in the region, as well as Israeli cities. The attacks caused significant damage, and there are reports of civilian casualties in affected areas. Israel and Iran are now in a direct military confrontation, while the United States has reinforced its position in neighboring countries, including Iraq and Syria, to prevent further escalation. Lebanon has also been affected, as Hezbollah launched missile attacks into northern Israel. In response, Israel carried out airstrikes in southern Lebanon, putting thousands of civilians at risk and forcing mass evacuations. Diplomatic efforts are ongoing. Countries like Russia, China, and several European nations are calling for a ceasefire and encouraging negotiations to prevent the conflict from expanding. Despite these efforts, there is little evidence that a long-term solution is near. So, how did this conflict begin? The roots of the US-Iran tensions stretch back decades. Iran's nuclear ambitions and regional influence have long been seen as threats by the US and Israel. Over the past few years, small-scale conflicts, proxy wars, and missile attacks escalated the situation. Previous incidents in Gaza and other parts of the Middle East made the region extremely fragile. In 2026, Iran demonstrated its military capabilities by deploying drones and ballistic missiles. The country targeted Israeli infrastructure, including residential areas, causing civilian casualties. Israel, backed by US intelligence and military support, responded with precision strikes on Iranian military sites. The conflict poses a significant global risk. If other nations become involved, it could escalate into a wider war. The US is heavily invested in supporting Israel, while Iran maintains alliances with countries like Russia. This geopolitical tug-of-war has put the world on edge. Economically, the conflict is critical because the Middle East controls major oil routes. Any disruption in oil supply could lead to a global increase in fuel and energy prices. For civilians in the region, the consequences are devastating. Thousands are being displaced from their homes. Hospitals and schools are overwhelmed. Families are fleeing to safer areas, facing an uncertain future. United Nations officials and world leaders are urging all parties to agree to a ceasefire. However, so far, no lasting solution has emerged. Experts warn that if diplomatic efforts fail, the conflict could expand, potentially drawing in other nations and increasing global instability. Some analysts are calling this situation a potential start of World War III, but it's important to note that for now, the conflict remains regional. Still, the stakes are high and the world is watching closely. In conclusion, the question remains: can diplomacy succeed before the conflict escalates further? Will the United States be able to manage the situation without a larger global war? Only time will tell. If you are concerned about global peace and want to stay informed, please share this video and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching, and let us hope for a peaceful resolution.